Today we are looking at a threat by heads of senior secondary schools to close down the schools because feeding subsidies have not been paid by the government. This has become perennial. It has become an annual ritual. Every year, from time immemorial, the country has been hit by a threat of school heads closing down schools because they don't have money to feed the students. And it's always so because government has not released funding to enable them to do so. So what happens around this time and when that occurs is the fact that school heads either lock themselves in their offices or are always running away from food contractors, and this affects teaching and learning. I think that this situation calls for some learning processes that we don't repeat what has been happening over the years. I know government funding is always not adequate to cater for the needs of society, and therefore there is some balancing out in the release of these funds to all the sectors, including the schools. But if we all recognize that education is key to our national development, then we must focus on it and make sure that it gets the funding to be able to deliver the kind of human resource we need to become future leaders of this country. It will be done if we prioritize our needs, because going forward we don't envisage any situation where government will have money in abundance and cater for all the sectors and have some left. We have to do a balancing answer that the critical sectors that will stimulate the economy for development are given priority in the sharing or distribution and management of the resources, so that at the end of it all we can get the benefit and society will be the better for the kind of management arrangement. We would rather appeal to the heads of schools to hasten slowly in the closure of the schools. We know that they need money to feed the schools, the children. They cannot continue crediting food items from food contractors who are already threatening not to supply them again. But in the circumstances where they are virtually at the end of term to write the final exams for promotion to the next forms or classes, it will be suicidal if the headmasters carry out their threat. It's also incumbent on government to provide them with the resources so that academic activities can continue uninterrupted, and provide the kind of education to our kids and form them very well so that they can take over from the present leadership when the time comes. This is an issue that affects parents, affects students, affects the entire society. Therefore, join us on our platform www.graphic.com.gh.